Have you ever wondered what inspired the wanderlust of ancient travelers, or how people in the 15th century perceived distant and exotic lands? Today we dive deep into the pages of history, exploring the world's first published travel guide. An awe-inspiring tome from the late 15th century that revolutionized European perspectives on the East. Join us on this journey as we uncover tales of pilgrimage, artistry, and adventure from a bygone era. Don't forget to subscribe as we unravel the mysteries of peregrinatio in terram sanctum and witness the world through the eyes of a 15th century pilgrim. Welcome to GeoSavvy. Subscribe and let's dive in. A pioneering book that transformed how Europeans thought about far-off places and towns, notably those in the Eastern Mediterranean, was written in the 15th century as a result of a Dutch artist's skillful artistic expression and his quest for redemption. The Peregrination to the Holy Land, also known as this outstanding book, is now regarded as a priceless historical relic. We may explore this incredible work's intriguing pages and learn more about it thanks to Raps.com, which kindly made high-definition photos of it available online. A fold-out woodcut map of Jerusalem is one of the book's most notable elements. It was an avant-garde work of art at the time. It's vital to keep in mind that the printing press had only been created 4 decades earlier and was still in its infancy. This map provided the majority of Europeans with their very first genuine physical look of Jerusalem and its surrounds. In fact, this is acknowledged as the first printed map of Jerusalem in history, a revolutionary accomplishment that gave readers a unique viewpoint. So let's take a voyage through this amazing book, discovering not only its maps, but also the narrative that led to the development. The Dean of Mainz, Bernhard von Bredenbach, wrote Peregrinatio in terram sanctum in an effort to make a spiritual journey to the Holy Land in order to find salvation for his soul. He was accompanied by the accomplished Dutch artist Erhard Ruych. In the month of April 1483, they set out on their voyage from Mainz, Germany. They spent the first 3 weeks of the journey in the energetic city of Venice, arranging their way to the historic city of Jaffa, which is now a part of contemporary Tel Aviv. However, the pilgrimage was not made by one person. On this arduous voyage, Bredenbach and Ruych were accompanied by a cook and a knight. On June 1st, they all set sail from Venice, officially beginning their journey. However, due to a few detours in their nautical journey, Ruych, the group's artist, was able to provide content for the book. They ultimately made it to Jaffa after nearly a month at sea, but not before being momentarily held for immigration procedures. After being freed, they set out on donkeys for their final destination, Jerusalem. They finally arrived in Jerusalem on July 11 and immediately got to work. They climbed the Mount of Olives, where they were able to see a scene similar to what Jesus would have witnessed in Luke 19:41-44. The group travelled the Via Dolorosa, which is thought to have been the path walked by Jesus to his crucifixion, and even spent the night at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The Dead Sea, the Jordan River, and the surrounding cities of Jericho and Bethlehem were all visited during their explorations outside the city's boundaries. But the pilgrimage was only the start of their experience. They made the decision to stay longer and travel into Egypt. Before travelling to Cairo, where they stayed 12 days, they first explored St. Catherine's Monastery in Egypt, which is located at the foot of Mount Sinai. An uncommon occurrence highlighted their presence in Cairo's bustling markets. Local business owners tried to buy the tourists by offering money to their tour guides after mistaking them for slaves. They arrived at Alexandria after travelling farther east, but their voyage was overshadowed by sorrow when the youngest member of their group, Count Jan, died of illness at just the age of 18. The group's amazing journey came to an end when the surviving members took sail for their home country 2 weeks later. Why then did Bredenbach set out on this extraordinary adventure and compile this special book? He had several reasons for doing this. He was primarily concerned with seeking salvation for his soul, thinking that his journey to the Holy Land would result in his sins being forgiven. In addition, he was motivated by a desire to encourage others to set out on a similar spiritual trip, giving advice and insights to other Christians who might make a similar pilgrimage. Bredenbach sought to inform and inspire people who were unable to undertake the grueling journey, cultivating a love for Jerusalem, and possibly even winning some over to Christianity. He also wanted to promote the defense of Jerusalem, which he believed was in danger from what he believed as Muslim invasion. Peregrinatio in Terram Sanctum, a novel by Bredenbach, was a spectacular success that gained a lot of popularity. Its astounding 13 reprints over the ensuing 3 decades are proof of its lasting popularity. It was translated into several languages by the year 1500, including German, French, Dutch, and Spanish, reaching a wider audience and making a lasting impression on the field of travel writing. Bredenbach's work also impacted later travelogues and exploratory accounts. Although he may not have intended to spark another crusade, his book succeeded in many of its other objectives, instructing, motivating, and enlightening innumerable readers about the far-off Holy Land. This groundbreaking book retains a special position in history thanks to its inventive woodcut maps and evocative explanations in hindsight. It is regarded as one of the first travel manuals, a daring account that not only gave readers a window into distant locations, but also left a lasting legacy in the field of travel writing. It set the path for later travelers, authors, and artists, influencing how we view and comprehend the world outside our own borders. This pioneering work, authored by Bernhard von Bredenbach, achieved unprecedented popularity among pilgrims and explorers of its time. What set it apart was the breathtaking panoramas of renowned cities, notably Jerusalem, making it a 15th century bestseller. The version on display at the British Museum is a rare and precious first edition copy, one of the few to have endured the test of centuries. Original copies, however, are seldom exhibited due to their extreme sensitivity to light. Bredenbach's book not only provided readers with a window into the world of the Holy Land, but also ignited a desire for travel. Its popularity spurred a surge in journeys to the Holy Land during the 15th century. This historical fact underscores the profound impact of this pioneering travel guide. As the centuries rolled on, the allure of Orientalist travel guides continued to captivate travelers. These guides remained in high demand, culminating in their peak popularity during the 19th century. It's intriguing to note that many of the visual elements we associate with modern travel, from rough guides and Lonely Planet to TripAdvisor and even Instagram, can trace their origins back to Peregrinatio in Terram Sanctum. This book set the template by offering tantalizing glimpses of the world's wonders, inspiring wanderlust in generations to come. In essence, Bredenbach's groundbreaking work laid the foundation for the travel guides and digital platforms we rely on today, making it a true trailblazer in the world of exploration and adventure. Hope you found this video informative and insightful. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.